Uh, a very good morning to everyone. I am Manasa from Sakura Nihongo Resource Center. I'm a part of the operations team. Sakura Nihongo Resource Center, to give a small intro or a brief insight to all of you. We are a core Japanese language services company, and we have been operating corely into Japanese language services from the past 21 years. And we do all kinds of activities and services related to Japanese language. So we cater to both corporates and to individual students. So we do translations, interpretations, culture workshops for both Indians and the Japanese. We do language trainings, and we also are helping students with bilingual placements. So this is what we have been doing. So this is a brief introduction about us. And today we have with us Dr. Bhargavi from Sheshadripuram Degree College. Ma'am, a very warm welcome to you on behalf of SNRC.
Thank you so much, Manasa.
Thank you, ma'am. So a very small and brief intro about Dr. Bhargavi. She is associated with Sheshadripuram Degree College, Bangalore, as the professor and director of the post-graduation department of commerce. And today we have her with us. So she will be sharing her experience about Japanese and how she's got Japanese into her institution for the benefit of students. So thank you, ma'am, for accepting our request and being with us here today.
My pleasure.
So, ma'am, may I request you to speak a few words about your institution and your association with the college?
Sure. So, I've been associated with one of the oldest institutions in Bengaluru city, that's Sheshadripuram College, which is under Sheshadripuram Educational Trust, which carries a vast legacy since 1930. So I have been with the Sheshadripuram College over the last 16 years. And currently I'm the professor and director heading the postgraduate department of commerce and management. So this has been my journey with the institution in different capacities and positions. And I have worked as a BBA coordinator, as principal in one of our sister institutions. And currently now I'm heading as the director in the college. So it's been a very traditional and a very culture-oriented institution wherein I have had a wonderful journey over the last 16 years. This is a quick background about me.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. So we know that there is Japanese in your institution. So why did you include the Japanese language in your curriculum? And how did you get to know, or how did you realize that there are a lot of opportunities for students in terms of career, jobs and higher studies?
To be very honest with you, initially, I think about 6-7 years back, I visited Japan for about 20-21 days. And it was a beautiful journey that I had. And for various reasons, I have a special love towards this country. And that was a moment where I learned a lot of lessons and I could see a huge transformation, the way I manage, the kind of a leader that I have to be, certain value system and principles that I carried with me out of this wonderful journey in Japan. And moreover, over the last decade, one thing what we can notice is a lot of efforts have been made in introducing varied foreign languages training. For that matter, over the last 10-12 years, I have been working on an initiative called the Center for Global Excellence, where we've been offering foreign language training on campus, like French and Spanish, and currently Japanese.
Okay.
The reason being that we are in a highly ambiguous and a volatile and a complex world with a lot of new expectations setting it. So that was a thought where what we had about 10 years ago. And luckily, when we introduced the MCOM International Business Program in our institution, we realized that Bengaluru City University has foreign languages as part of this MIB program. So in fact, we are very thankful to our university for being so thoughtful and introducing this foreign language to our curriculum. And we have a Department of Foreign Languages in our university who always interact with our Department of Commerce and help us in having the curriculum design for the MIB program. In fact, the first year MIB students study French, and in the second year, they study the Japanese language.
Okay.
This is how it all began.
Okay, that's nice. So have you spoken to students and helped them understand about the importance of the language, about Japanese anytime?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. We do constant mentoring to students, trying to create awareness about what kind of career opportunities are brought to the table if you are a multilingual person or a bilingual individual. So to put it in brief, I should say that the entire 21st century organizations, for that matter, seek workforce who can navigate through a modern global economy. And the expectations are changing. And I noticed that the future work leaders are expected to have different type of skill sets and competencies.
Okay.
Now, in order to make this a reality, learning a second language, becoming multilingual is the only critical thing that I notice. So, of course, there are a lot of other competencies, other skill sets that we need. So, but apart from that, we also need the touch of a foreign language, which will basically help connect with the localization. I think that is something which is going to help these students. And to be very honest, during this process of mentoring our students, students have a big question on their mind. When we have French, we have Spanish and Chinese, why Japanese? Right? That's a very common question. So generally what I do is I try to make them understand that Japan is the third largest economy in the world. And Japanese language is the 9th most spoken language in the world. And you can notice that the Japanese diaspora has absolutely witnessed a huge change and penetrating markets like the US, UK, Peru, Brazil, and many more. Now, this is another advantage that our students will have. And I also tell my students that Japan basically has chronic labor shortage and also suffers from demographic disaster because of the aging population, right? So I think, that is a big job opportunity for our students.
Very, very true.
And in fact, I would like to add this very important point. There are certain milestones which have happened in the country, especially between India and Japan. Especially during this year of January 2021, the India-Japan Memorandum of Cooperation was signed between the two countries. The purpose was having of the specified skills workers, right? The purpose was to promote the movement of to Japan. And I must make a mention of this, which I have also been telling my students repetitively, that there are about 14 categories of specified skills which are identified in this MOC, starting from your automobiles to industrial machinery to building cleaning to electronic information to construction to nursing. A whole range of services are covered under this. I think, you don't need any other justification than this to go ahead and learn Japanese.
Right. That's very true. So yes, what you said was really very true. So there's a lot of labor shortage in Japan, and they are signing a lot of MOUs with our country for, to start projects, and a lot of investments are coming in as well. So there's, a direct demand for bilingual professionals, and there's a lot of scope for students once they start learning the language.
Absolutely.
Okay. So how was the response from your students, ma'am? So once you introduced the language into the curriculum?
Of course, initially they were a bit skeptical and scared.
Okay.
Because maybe of the kanji characters and the script of Japanese.
Right.
So initially they were a bit skeptical, initially for the first few classes.
Okay.
But to be very honest, once we kick-started the classes, I must say the word is exciting.
Okay.
We eagerly look forward to these classes on a repetitive basis, right? Constantly, they are looking for such opportunities. And the other major reason is that Japan, this is what I tell my students when we talk about their response, about the opportunities. Japan has about 184 universities in the overall Times Higher Education World University rankings. So that means apart from these career opportunities, there are also opportunities to go ahead and pursue higher education there. The highest ranking university in Japan has been the University of Tokyo, which is ranked at about 35. And we noticed that more than 1.5 lakh students who travel to Japan and become international students. And moreover, Tokyo has been Asia's second largest city in the QS Best Student Cities, ranking. And Japan and Tokyo stands right after Munich and Seoul. Right? So you notice that there are a lot of opportunities. And I tell them, see, it is not about the difficulty of the language, because any foreign language for that matter will definitely need some kind of a commitment and hard work. And this, I think, mentoring and hand-holding that we have done has really helped them accept the language, and they have, honestly speaking, developed love for the language now.
That's wonderful to hear. So, in terms of benefits or advantages, how have your students accepted, or have they understood the importance of taking the course in terms of career opportunities? See, like you said, we understand that there are a lot of opportunities for students if they learn the language. So, have your students understood what opportunities they are going to have, or what benefits they are going to, what do I say? They are going to have once they start learning the language?
Absolutely. Because we, and the other initiative that we have taken up in the institution is we have membership with the Indo-Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industries Karnataka, where we always interact. We do a lot of collaborative events. The objective is very simple. We want students to understand that you have two-dimensional opportunity. One, you can work for a Japanese organization in India, or you can always relocate and work for a Japanese organization in Japan, right? So there are two opportunities which are available to them. And apart from being a part of a multinational corporation and working for a unit which focuses on the Japanese, the other opportunities are, massive in the industry. It could be into translation, into interpretation, or it could be about teaching, it could be voiceover recordings. I noticed that there are gamut of opportunities opened up for our students. And slowly, this understanding has been imbibed and slowly getting internalized among our students. I completely agree with you. And yes, they are able to find these opportunities in the market.
That's wonderful. So, how do you think SNRC has helped you in this regard?
I must place this on record that SNRC has been a great support to our institution. It is not just about the teaching assignments that we've been working on, because we get faculty from SNRC, and I need to make a special mention of Sri Vidya-san, who has been a great support and encouragement to our institution. Now, the minute we thought of Japanese language, the first institute name which came to my mind was Sakura, because I had heard about the institution for so long, and I was very confident that this institution will be able to give in the best. And what I have to specifically say is that the classes delivered are so engaging. The quality of trainers being provided, and moreover, more than just the typical training part of it, there's a lot of touch of culture and tradition which is carried to the classroom. You might be asking me, ma'am, how is it? I feel there are a lot of takeaways with Sakura, apart from the regular classroom delivery and pedagogy. For example, it could be experiencing Japanese culture and tradition inside the classroom. For example, we had ikebana, we had origami, we had tea ceremony sessions, and we had students wearing kimono and, dressing up in a traditional Japanese attire, which gave them a close look at the Japanese culture and tradition. And apart from that, Sakura has also given a lot of opportunities for our students. In fact, our students had an opportunity to visit the residence of the Consul General of Japan. Okay, they met the Consul General, and our students are given an opportunity to be a part of Japan Habba. And in fact, Sakura has recommended our institution to the Japan Foundation, and we have received a lot of books from them. So I think the list goes on. The entire institution has been a great support. And to be honest, this has taken to the next level. What is that next level? Apart from having the classes on campus, many of our students who complete their master's program have developed an interest to make a career in Japanese language and have signed up for advanced level courses with Sakura. I think, this vouches for the kind of quality training that Sakura offers. And they have been a great support to us, and kudos to them for all the contribution to our institution.
Thank you, ma'am. So this is the response, this kind of response and interest that students show is what motivates us to do much better. So, and our association with Sheshadripuram has been really great because of, probably how things have been taken up by the management, by you, and of course your students also. So it's been great working with your institution. And yes, we look forward to many more opportunities and associations with your college. So yes, it's been a great experience also. And yes, is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
I think the only message that I would like to share with the youth is that multilingual professionals are absolutely high in demand across the board. Right? There's no doubt about it. And the Japanese market is highly enticing with its rich culture, heritage, education, quality, innovation, tech orientation, and having proficiency in Japanese. I'm telling you, definitely it would help to localize, from a corporate perspective and grab a lot of professional opportunities that are going to get opened up. And I think students should just become go-getters, explore things which are not as part of their comfort zone, and I'm sure they will be rewarded for it.
Right. So yes, that what you said is very true. And I really hope students across India, across the globe, understand the importance of learning foreign languages so that it brings them more opportunities and helps them build their careers in a much better way.
True.
So, yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and for sharing your views and insights, and of course, your association with the college and all the importance that the language holds. So, there's a lot that students have to understand, and I hope they really take all your inputs.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Manasa. And thanks to SNRC for giving this opportunity. It's been a great journey, and I look forward to many more associations and this continued wonderful relationship with SNRC in the future as well. Best wishes to your entire team.
Thank you so much.
Good day.